Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 71 of Darryl20's Let's Play of ATM10, where today I'm speeding up my production of redstone and gold, at least for the time being, because I need more gold and I need more redstone. So that should be cool. Look at you go. Nice. Okay. Why do you feel like you're getting stuck for a tick? Maybe it's just my imagination. Yeah, I think you're cruising. All right, good. So now I should have gold coming in at a much faster pace. Nice. The reason I did this is because last episode I realized that I was building up towards 64 M cells, but I need 256. So I thought I had one more to make. I had 7 more to make. So I made the one last episode. If I want to make another one of these, it's going to need a healthy amount more redstone and a healthy amount more gold. And a little bit more skystone as well, which I have to figure out how to make. So I could make skystone essence. Is that the way? I'm thinking that's the way. So skystone seeds. Skystone seeds. It needs 4 skystone. Right? And then some tertium. And a prosperity seed. Cool. And these guys will make skystone essence, which is the only purpose that these things have. So easy peasy. We do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then put this pillager trophy away, because somehow that got picked up by my hoppas. Okay. And then you can be ready to just drop into wherever, right? We'll put this in here. Doesn't need to be crazy fast. Frankly, I could probably put them up on the top level where it's really slow. But I need at least a little bit for now. So, well, I mean, to be honest with you, I could... How much total skystone do I need for this? 256? I only need like 706 of them. But yeah, we'll do the thing. And do I have skystone in the drawers already? That's not skystone. I should probably... Nope, not in the drawers. So, we should probably add them to the drawers. Cool. And then what we do is grab a pattern for the skystone essence. And drop it in the next available dude. And you're just going to do it all. Cool. So now if we look, skystone is happening, right? So every bit of skystone essence we get is going to auto-convert directly into good old skystone. Cool. All right, so that should cover my needs for the 64 M mega. So we're already like much closer to the amount of redstone and gold that we need. So like this won't take long to get. So that'll be cool. As a reminder, what we're working towards is the second component of the ATM star, the improbable improbability device, of which we have almost everything we need, I think. You know, if we really look at it, we just need the 256M, and then we need the aerial interface from Pneumaticraft, which means Tyler's excited because he likes Pneumaticraft. It's time to play with Pneumaticraft again. I love Pneumaticraft. It's another one of those like it does things different. It's not like I'm just gonna stick a all right, like you have to do some work to get through stuff. I like it. It's a mod I enjoy playing with. So we're gonna jump into Pneumaticraft today, which should be cool. So if we take a look at compressed ingots, so we do have an air compressor, so that's cool. We're gonna want a healthy amount of compressed ingots. So let's get a little bit of iron and some TNT. And a button. That is actually hilarious. And I think that should be cool. I don't need you no more, as you guys can go away. I'm done with this for the moment. Not sure where Pneumaticraft is going to live at the moment, if I'm going to generate a new building for it, or if I'm going to go plug it in next to my modern industrialization stuff, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Let's go find a good place where we can blow stuff up. I like that plan. I like the blow stuff up plan. So if I were to stick you here with this guy, turn off my magnet for a minute, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of iron. Backing away. Hooray! That's cool. How do we make out on compressed iron? Not too shabby. Okay. Let's get into the whole making compressed iron into Pneumaticraft stuff. So for Pneumaticraft, we're going to want, to start with, we definitely want a couple air compressors, so that'll be cool. Let's make sure that we know how to make the components of things that we need. So you are going to need to be that. So let's get that recipe going. You're going to need to be this, which is made of these, which you kind of know how to make stone with. Now, what's the deal with stone? Because I just went to make some of that, and you were like, no, I don't have enough stuff. And I was like, how dare you not have enough stuff? Talk to me about why we can't do that. You coal essence? Where's all my coal essence hiding? Are you converting directly into coal? You are. So let's configure you to keep, how about 128 coal? Well, yeah, 128 is fine. Enter. So now coal essence won't turn into coal that quickly. It'll keep 128 coal essence before it converts to coal. Cool. In theory. Speaking of coal, where are you, coal essence? Are you up top or are you on the bottom? Yeah, you're up top. I'm going to speed you up a little bit. Couldn't hoit. Okay, so that'll get me more coal essence, and then, like I said, it won't convert that quickly, and that'll let us get stone when we need it. Cool. Okay, so now if I wanted another one of these, or two, should not be a problem. I like to have 3, because that's kind of like what I always wind up getting. I don't know if there's like an exact reason for that, but we'll see. We should definitely get some more tubes. And yeah, I see I have a few advanced ones, but I don't think I need those yet, so I'm going to hold off on that. Okay. What else do we have from Pneumaticraft that might be nice to have? Ooh, we have a charging station free. That's cool. And a vortex tube. Look at that. Cool. Neat stuffs all around. Ah, pressure chamber glass. That's cool. So we're probably going to want to make a pressure chamber. A hollow 3x3, 4x4, 5x5 structure. We'll do the 5x5 because that's just generally what I do, right? So 5x5x5 would be a 25 base, a 25 top, and then 12 around the edges, right? So that would be 62. Pressure chamber blocks. Cool. And then while you're at it, you should know how to make these, and know how to make this, and know how to make this. Okay, so... And then we're going to need a 3x3 on each face. So that'll be a 9 times 4 is 36. So we're going to want 26 more of you. And then we're going to want a stackish of you. Okay. And then while we're at it, we can do a interface or 2. And a valve. I always wondered why you get 16 valves per craft, because, like, you never need more than 1. I don't know. So where to build this at? That's a super good question. By rights, like, half this building isn't used, and it's about the amount of size I would need for this setup. So if I rearranged a little bit in here, in this room, I could probably... It's just... It stinks because this is really complicated under here. Like, really complicated. And moving that would be, I don't want to say, like, impossible. What I will say is a pain in the butt. How's that sound? Is that a good... Yeah, I feel like that's the right terminology to use. But I'm probably going to do it just because, like, if I moved these guys over to here, then that gives me a lot of room in this area to work in. And I might even move these guys a little bit closer to the wall here, just to give me a couple more blocks worth of space. So that's what I'm going to do. It just is going to be a minute, so I'm going to do it all off camera and then come back. Is that fair? Cool. Well, looks like titanium processing is working-ish. Did I miss something? Your bronze item. Oh, you know what I forgot? Yeah. I always forget this about these cables. You have to do that. And then you should be complete. Nice. All right. That's cool, right? Okay. Looking good. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. What I might do, just for the sake of looking nicer, break those. And that. So that, like, it has that border look to it, which I think is cool. Nice. All right, and then I want to move these over a little bit. I think all I'm going to do is move these three to here. Yeah, so how does that look? Is that cool? I think that's cool, right? And then this actually is like the center line of the room. So if I ran like some kind of strip down the middle here, we could have like a nice little divisor that delineates the Pneumaticraft portion of this room. Right? How cool is that? Very cool, I would say. Perfect. I want to have like a little bit of underground space ready for what I'm about to do, so I figured I might as well clear this out, right? And then what we can have is some kind of like, let's go with something that's like whitish, like calcite bricks? Is that cool? I think it's cool, right? So this will be my modern industrialization area, and then this will be my Pneumaticraft area, and that should fit. And then what I would say is like roughly in the center-ish. Now, ironically, this room is it has a center in this direction, but I don't think it has a center in the other direction because because the way it's built. So like right about here would be a good place for my pressure chamber. Do we want to do into the floor type thing? I always forget. Do I do into the floor or do I not do into the floor? I forget if I do into the floor. We're gonna do into the floor though. Do I want to put it like, I'm gonna put it a little bit off center. I'm gonna put it like here-ish, right? And then I'm gonna have my air pressure generators here, and then we can have access like, and then we'll have lots of room for things in different spots. I think that sounds cool, right? So we'll do you know, a nice pressure chamber wall. Right? And then we'll do, make sure you're off, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Okay. Perfect. And then the glass. Okay. And then we just need the interfaces and the valve, right? So the valve I'm going to stick back here, at least for now. And there you go. Cool. And then we'll put the interfaces in as well. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, in typical Dyer fashion, I changed my mind. Decided I was going to throw these guys back here. How's that sound? So like 1, 2, 3. Actually, I should probably reverse that. 1, 2, 3, because I forgot these guys actually have piping that they care about. Yeah, that should be cool. Now that's definitely like a little bit compactor than I should be, but we'll figure it out. You know, it's Dyer being compact. So because usually I would want like a sensor and like a redstone-y connection, but I think I can be like super compact with it if I want to. Because what I should be able to do, Pneumaticraft, is it sensor that I'm thinking of? No. Pressure, the doohickey, the thing that you put on there. Pressure gauge. Yeah, I think that's what we want, right? If I just threw a pressure gauge on you, no, I think it's pressure gauge tube module. That's what I want. Yep, there we go. Now, what are the chances that I can get one of those redstone-y quill logic guys and put him like this, right? So I'm going to try something real quick. I want to see like how compact I can get this for fun, right? So if I just grabbed a few pieces of coal, it's going to do 2, 2, and 2. And that might be sufficient. We'll find out. If it's not, I can always... I just want to get it to the point where this is emitting, you know, a little, or making a little bit of pressure, right? So we're accumulating a little bit of pressure. He's not going to emit a redstone signal just yet. I'm going to put 4 more in each. That should be cool. I just want to see if I can read this emitted redstone signal from the thing. And then I can do like a neat little bit of a logic with that logic circuit thingy. I think once we hit 0.5, we should be getting there. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Redstone signal of 1. Beautiful. I think it's safe enough to throw 15 in each, so we'll let this keep building up. Okay. So let's do a lamp. Right? And then what I will say real quick is we'll say R is greater than 0, right? And that would be Y equals... And run? Nice! It is measuring. Sweet! R is greater than 2. And run. So yeah, not yet, it's not. Cool. Cool. So once this hits 2, which should be happening like, you know, around the 1.5-ish, or I don't know, I forget when it happens. 1 or 1.2, something like that. This redstone lamp should turn on, and that will tell me that this thing's reading correctly. I think we already know for sure that it's reading correctly, but it's still worth triple checking. Well, I made it greater than 2. Yeah. Well, I should make it greater than 1. Greater than or equal to 2. How's that? Nice. So I went out to my waste processing area because I want to reference how I did this. Because I remember doing this and it being a little complex and me not fully following what I was doing. And complex, but I'll get there. Cool. So let's set up a little bit of logic like so. So we're reading from the red and we're outputting to the green. Okay. And we want a redstone signal to turn these things on. So I'm going to tell you, you run on high signal, you run on high signal, and you run on high signal. And then on the up, you will be an output. And on the up, you will be an output. And on the up, you will be an output. Cool. And then I will link you to, and that's cool, right? So now what we want to do is say, let's stop you, right? And you're going to be, you're outputting on green. So we'll do yellow as like the temporary. So yellow will be equal to if red is less than, let's say, for now I'm going to say 4, then 15. Right? Actually blue. We want it to be, this we should have green. Otherwise yellow. So green, right? If you're below 4, turn this on to 15. Otherwise, do whatever yellow's doing. Okay? And then yellow will be if green is on, then 15. Otherwise, do whatever red is doing. Or do whatever yellow is doing. Right? And then yellow equals if red is greater than 4 or equal to 4, 0. Otherwise, keep doing it, right? So emit a signal on the green side, which is over here on the laser IO node. If red is below 4, make it 15. Otherwise, do whatever yellow is doing. And yellow is set up that if green this one feels wrong to me, then 15. Otherwise, yeah, okay. Otherwise, do whatever yellow's doing. And then the last check will be yellow equals if red is greater than or equal to 4. So once it hits 4, turn yellow off, right? Otherwise, do whatever yellow's currently doing. That should be cool, right? So now you guys turned on because this is at 3, which is less than 4. But as soon as it hits 4, they should turn off, right? And these numbers should ideally be different because this really doesn't help. So this should be greater than 4, right? So once it hits 5, right? So once it hits less than 4, it turns on. So once it hits 3, right? Once it hits 3, it turns on. Once it hits 5, it turns off. Okay? Does that sound about right? So now I'm going to get stacks of coal to fill y'all's in. And then we'll do a little speedy, right? So now we should be rapidly burning through stuff. Rapidly-er. Okay, everybody's groovy. You're building up your pressure, right? So we're going to hit 4. It stays on. Okay. And then once we hit 5, it should turn all these off. 5. And now they're all off. Okay. Cool. All right. Now I'm going to get a bunch of iron. I'm going to stick you in there via a hopper. And I'm doing this the slow way because I kind of want to waste a little bit of air. Okay. And you're still at 5. You guys are still burning, right? Because you get that little pulse bit. So once you stop burning, I think that would be a better thing to test. So what I could do, just as a temporary, right? That'll let me lose pressure pretty good. So let's do that. Right, now we're losing pressure. You hit 4, you didn't turn on yet, but when you hit 3, you should turn on. In theory. And that thing doesn't lose pressure as fast as I thought it would. Thought that would be a little... Oh, there we go. Did it hit 3? It must have. Probably the moment that I placed it, it dipped down low enough to hit 3. That must be what happened. So yeah, I think this is the valid setup. I think this is cool. All right, so I'm going to call that good. And that is nice and compact, actually. I think that's really cool. I think that's like a... That might be the most compact I've ever made this. Is it? Is it the most compact I've ever made this? It feels up there, right? Definitely does. All right, so we're going to want a chest for an input. And then we're going to want a nice, simple laser I/O. Down will be an extract. These don't have to be all that complicated. I just want them to do stacks at a time, right? And then west will be an insert. And then the same here, but this will be an interface for the return trip. Oh, and by the way, I kicked off another one of these 64 megacell dudes. Because, you know, we'll see how much of a mistake that is. He might be tying up some of my AE crafting machines. Making lots of silicon, apparently. For now, we'll make this a chest, but this will become an interface in a minute, right? And then you will extract. And on the down will be an insert. Cool. Sweet. That works. All right, so like super basic pressure chamber setup, but it gets the job done. Let's put this stuff away. So now what we're working towards ultimately is the aerial interface, right? So for that, you know, technically we already have advanced pressure tubes, right? So realistically, this ain't that hard. But the problem is we don't have them because we know how to craft them. We have them because, like, we got them from a reward. And you're supposed to make more than 1 star. I don't know that I will, but I think I don't want to, like, skip the whole progression of this thing. So I think what we do, right, is continue the progression through the mod. So to do that, I'm going to, first off, I want you to know how to make an aerial interface, right? So that'll be you, and I want you to know how to make you, right? Anything else I care about in here? Not really. Just the tubes that we'll be getting to in a minute. Okay. Cool. So next step would probably be to get PCBs, because that's like the biggest part of getting to the assembly controller is the whole PCB setup. So we're going to need to know how to make both of these and an unassembled PCB, and we'll probably automate it with this thing, but for now we need an etching tank and etching acid, and then we'll need empty PCBs, which need the UV light box, and we need you. Okay, so a couple things to make here, and one of the big things is the PCB blueprint, which we need an Amadron for. So let's see if we have everything we need to make an Amadron tablet. I need you to know how to make. So luckily we have plastic from Industrial Foregoing, and I think I'm just going to use that plastic from Industrial Foregoing, right? This is the OP playthrough. You guys have seen me do plastic automation before. Let's just use the same deal, right? No need to reinvent the wheel, as it were. So I can get you, Mr. Amadron tablet, and then I can get a charging. I think we even had a charging station, which is cool. And I can stick you right there. And then you're going to charge up my Amadron dude, which is awesome. Cool. And then I'm going to put you on the roof. Okay. And then I need emeralds. I forget if I need emeralds in the chest or in my inventory. So I'm just going to put half in and half in. And then I want is this guy. So right click to make one and then place order. And then definitely didn't take emeralds out of my inventory, but here comes the drone. Hello, drone. Take my emeralds. Thank you. And please return with my light box doohickey. I love the Amadron drone. It's so cool. Right? And then I can use you to make this and the UV light box is now doable. Cool. This also needs pressure, but it's like a temporary. Remember, we don't do it this way too often. Now, what I do want to do is automate this properly. So do I have pattern? Yeah. I should probably make like 10 of these, by the way. Okay. So pattern provider. Oh, good. My ME interface is done. Hooray. Apparently doing that made it decide to like hurry up. Okay. I don't need that trash can no more, right? I don't think so. Cables. Boop, boop. How are we for channels, by the way? Because I remember we were getting close. We're sitting at 26? Does that feel lower than it should be? We've got 6 channels remaining? Okay. You say so. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Trying to imagine, like, why. Like, are you guys online? You are? Yeah. No, you're cool. Okay, that works. So yeah, actually bring me home so I can now program my patterns I need to go in there. So, like, you are going to be this, right? But you already have proper plastics, right? Or do you not accept... the other one accepted plastic. Does this one not accept plastic from... Let's try it. So redstone torch. 1, 2, 3. And I might need to go plastic. But we'll see what happens. Right? I did that right? 2, 3, and a nugget. Yep. Come on, door. Open up. Man, he's slow without upgrades, huh? Do you not even accept that? Oh, you may not even be accepting the plastic. Oh. Do you not accept the plastic if you can't? Oh, that's interesting. That's fascinating. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I didn't know that that thing filtered what was allowed in it. Okay, so we actually do need to then do this plastic sheet, which means that we need to do like the liquid plasticky bits. So are there any tricky ways to do this? Like sneaky? Because, ooh, now that's a thing. That's a thing. So I could convert by smelting. That makes 8 of those, and then I can smelt them back. Should we cheese it? I'm gonna cheese it. This is the OP playthrough, and everybody keeps yelling at me for not being OP enough, right? So if I smelt you, what I might want to do is the blue one maybe, because that would just be lapis. Blue, right? So if I do that, teach you first, so you know which one to go off of. And then if I said this, you will use blue by default, and then I just throw that in my unobtainium furnace, right? And then if I got one of these, it would be as easy as that. How cool. Cheese for the win. Delicious, delicious cheese. That is cool. All right, do I have the pattern yet? No, I need to actually make the pattern. Okay. So that means that you are this, which you can now make. Cool. Cool. And I'm not going to teach patterns for anything else, at least yet, but I should probably teach you guys and you guys. Okay. Okay. So give me a few more PCBs. Like, I think 13 is about what I need, right? And I think I can... Nice. That'll do. And then it's, we light box it first. Which again, we can tick accelerate a bit. That's cool. And if we want to be like temporarily nifty about it, what we can do is something like you. And you, right? And what I'd like to get is the 100% etch chance, real quick. Even though you don't technically need to go that far, but like, you know, why not? Especially when we're tick accelerating all the things. There you go, 100%. So I would like you to extract on orange with a filter for this, where we match data. Okay. And insert on this with this dude where we match data. So empty PCB go in, full PCB go out. And then on the up, we will extract on white and insert on orange. So that if I do this, you should do the thing and be super cool and automated, right? And this is temporary because eventually what's going to happen is I'm not going to do it this way anymore, right? So now let's get the etching tank, which apparently I need to teach you how to do some things. So you know that, and then you know this. Cool. And I guess you should know how to make one of these. Sweet. And then we need etching acid, which is... That's interesting. The JEI lookup's not working. That's weird. I guess what I could say is... chamber. Can I look up the usages of pressure chamber interface? Right? Because it's in here that you normally make it, right? Oh, you know what it is? You have to make the bucket's worth. That's why. You don't make the actual etching acid. You make the bucket of etching acid. So 2 gunpowder, 2 flesh, 2 spider eye, and molten plastic. See, I almost got away with it too. 2 spider eye, 2 flesh, and molten plastic, which we can get item melting from Productive Metalworks. Not familiar with that mod. Productive Metalworks, you can put molten plastic. Oh, that's interesting. Item melting, foundry controller. That looks a little tinkery, doesn't it? Tinker's Constructy. But I should probably just make one of these and call it a day. I'm not gonna have to automate it or do nothing with it, right? But we'll just do the thing. Did I teach you how to make these? Are you a different kind of slab? I guess you are. All right, remind me for plastic, do you need, you don't need pressure, you just need heat. And we'll need biodiesel or LPG. I think I can... Because all I need is 1 bucket's worth, right? I don't need actual plastic going forward. I don't think. That's interesting. Crude oil from Pneumaticraft for pressure. I think I can make that happen. So I'm going to need a refinery controller. And I might as well get 4 of these. I was trying to cheese it. Almost got away with it, too. If it weren't for you meddling kids. Cool. Okay, so you're going to go like that. And then you just need heat to operate, right? So if I were to get a bucket... You know what I'm going to get? Not a bucket. I'm going to get a dire canister. This is crude oil from Pneumaticraft, right? Cool. Okay, and then if I do that, that's cool. That's 16, so let's do 8 more just to be super cool. Okay, now what if I got a soul fire, or soul... Do I have extra soul lava? Or am I, like, crazy for thinking that? Because I'm assuming that soul lava has Pneumaticraft heat. Temperature 27C. Is that cold? Isn't that cold? What's actual lava? I mean, I guess I could just get normal lava, right? There you go. And then you might convert that lava, but hopefully not before I get enough LPG to convert into... Oh, it already... That was quick. That was quicker than I thought it would be. That was very quick. That was quite quick. Okay. Let me put you guys in here temporarily, because you're filling up my inventory at the moment. What else can I put away? Some other junk. Yeah, inventory problems as usual, right? But you're starting your line. So what might be another heat guy? I really am surprised to hear that lava. Why don't you have a... There it is. Block heat properties. Yeah, 1027. Surprised to see that soul lava doesn't have that. Gloomy geyser. What's it? From deeper and darker. That's cool. That thing never cools off or converts to anything. A torch. But it has a really high thermal resistance, which I think means that it takes a long time to heat up. Anything else not convert to anything besides a gloomy geyser? That is cool, though. Gloomy geyser. I'm assuming that this is not something I can just get right now. No, we definitely need to... Yeah. Okay. I only need a little of this, so I'm just gonna, like, go for broke, right? I'm just gonna let her rip. Because all I realistically need to get molten plastic... Actually, I might actually have enough already. Because isn't it not a lot? Yeah, it's only 100 millibuckets of LPG that we need to get a bucket of molten plastic. So like, I can probably just take this, right? And throw it in a thermopneumatic processing dude. Which I'm going to stick over here for now. And same deal, you're going to need lava for this. But like if I put you in here with some coal, coal works, right? I think so. Yep. Nice. Cool. And then can I just scoop a bucket out? Yep. That'll do. And then we'll see if we ever need any of this stuff, but my assumption is no. We'll see. But I'm thinking I can get away with not. And if I can get away with not, then that works for me. Cool. So now we should have etching acid, which is a good time. All right, I'm going to call this wrapping up point for the episode. I'm going to come back next episode, and at that point, we should have completed all this. So for now, Double20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and get the production line going for the assembly controller and all that. And then we'll have more fun with Pneumaticraft. And then we should be ready to make this guy. We just finished our next 64, so let's see, do I have enough to make this? So we're waiting on more redstone and more soda squirts, but I can make that happen. For now, Double20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.